Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge-watch serial killer programmes, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. Hello, welcome to episode 37, Nance.
37.
Of the Padded Cell podcast. How are you, kid?
I'm all right.
I'm going to share your good news. First off.
Okay.
Our Nance passed her driving test a few days ago.
I did.
Woohoo! And the crowd went wild.
It's only taken 35 years.
I know, but you got there in the end. It's all right. It's not a race.
I mean, it was the first guy who hasn't taken 35 years.
I was going to say, how many times you have to take on this test? That's the first time as well. I think the test nowadays is harder, from what I've heard other people saying. And the roads are busier and everything. It's just nuts. So to pass first time, well done.
I'm very, very pleased.
So you're feeling good about yourself?
Until I just had to drive to Liverpool.
Yeah, it's a bit mental. Like,
that car park over the road and nearly passed out.
It's very narrow. The ramps going up and round are very narrow, and the spaces aren't big. There's an awful lot of cars in there. Not very well maintained either.
No.
Often smells of urine. True.
North out of 10, would not recommend.
North out of 10. However, it's only £5 all day, so it's the price you pay.
That's really cheap, isn't it?
It is really cheap, really, for Liverpool all day. Like, so well done.
Thank you very much.
It is the best feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, me and my little mini. Beep, beep.
Oh, get you. Beep, beep.
Jim texted me, he was like, welcome to the mini club.
Oh no, he keeps getting everybody over onto the mini dark side. There's a few people now with minis.
Well, Sid's now looking for another one, isn't he?
Has Jim told you about the Facebook group? The mini Facebook group?
Sid added me to one.
Yeah.
Whether Jim's put him on that, I don't know.
Well, they talk about all sorts of minis, and it's very anal, and there's lots of mini fans on there talking mini stuff, and Jimmy absolutely loves it. And apparently minis are very addictive, and you're going to be in that group, you're going to be sharing stuff.
Oh yeah, so I got added to one, and then there's another one which is mini girls, and it's all like girls pimping their minis. And
I couldn't join that group.
No,
I'm sorry. I don't think you'd join that. Have you joined it?
I've joined it. I haven't.
I can see you leaving that in a few days. Girls, I don't know. I know I'm a girl.
I mean, some of them are lovely, but
it's just like girls and cars and like, ooh, and like fairy things hanging
look
from
at my stickers.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I hate? You know when you see it's obviously a woman, and you can't see through the windscreen for all of the toys and things that's on the dashboard. I saw one once and they were right along the dashboard and slightly up the sides as well. I'm like, you're making a massive blind spot for yourself there, girl, for God's sake. Take all your toys off.
It's not for me.
Why though? You just use your car to go from A to B. You don't need all that shit in your windscreen.
The only thing now is the kids, since we've got a mini, it's just mini punch every fucking 2 seconds. And I've never seen so many minis in my life.
Yeah.
Until you have one, and then they're everywhere.
Does he do 3 punches for a yellow mini? Because that's the rule.
Yeah.
Because when me and Jimmy are driving around in his yellow mini, everywhere we look is just kids just going bang, 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 beating each other up. It's the funniest thing, it really is. And sometimes you see kids chasing each other to beat each other up because they've seen a yellow mini. It's really funny. But they are fun, and you're going to love it. You're going to love driving in general, but driving a mini, they're a lot of fun. They're very go-karty. They're not the easiest of cars to drive because they go-karty.
Yeah, it is different.
It is different. But I just feel like they're a bit nippy.
Yeah.
And they go really quick from second to third gear, and all of a sudden you're breaking the speed limits and all that, you know. But once you get used to it, there's such a lot of fun. You are going to love it. Well done, honestly.
Drove to Wales yesterday and that was fun.
Wales?
Yeah.
Jesus, okay.
Even tackled the motorway, day one.
What have you been past a couple of days?
No.
Get you.
I was like in the deep end.
Nancy Big Balls over there.
Just me, isn't it?
Just all jumping in the car to Wales. Yeah, well done. It's a great feeling. Right, so this episode 37 is going to be going out the 30th of May.
Okay.
And on the 30th of May, a lady called Elizabeth Holmes started an 11-year jail sentence. Does the name Elizabeth Holmes ring a bell?
No.
It didn't with me at first. I knew the story, I just didn't know her name. You might have heard the story because it's very current. She was charged and found guilty and sentenced, like I say, to 11 years on 3 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of attempted wire fraud. And she was the CEO of Theranos Inc., which she founded in 2014. Have you heard of Theranos? No.
Nope.
Okay. You heard of Theranos, Calvin?
I have not.
No, we got Calvin today.
Hello.
Hello. Dylan's having a day off again. I mean, his boss is just too kind.
I bet he's dead bored.
I think he's going to be dead bored, like massive FOMO. Right, let me tell you a little bit about Elizabeth Holmes, because she's interesting. She basically was a dropout from Stanford University. She dropped out at 19. And she developed a testing device which would use a spot of blood to detect things such as cancer and diabetes. Did you hear this story at all? It was in the news.
Not yet.
Okay, so it's a simple device. It uses a pinprick, a little bit of blood, and this is supposed to be so advanced that it can detect all sorts of things. And the big one was cancer. Mm-hmm. She gained loads of support from investors, including Rupert Murdoch, who invested $120 million. And investors amounted to over $700 million. And her company, around 2014-15, was worth $6 billion, and she was the world's youngest female self-made millionaire. However, the whole thing was a lie.
That bitch.
She didn't even have such a device, and through the trial and processes, she was using devices created by other developers. But the technology, the software, I suppose, to detect these conditions, it just didn't work. Or maybe didn't even exist. She just pulled the wool over everybody's eyes.
How does it get to that point?
This is my question. So I was looking into it, and apparently she was so good at selling this product and the concept that millionaires were falling over themselves to invest without any real proof of the concept or scientific
Some people just
evidence.
want to be the first, don't they? First to be involved.
Well, the likes of Rupert Murdoch, I'm sure there's lots of other people like that out there. They just want to be the first to throw the money at something. It's going to be the next big thing, and it's going to make a shit ton of money for them. It's for people that have got more money than sense, basically, isn't it? So she defrauded all these people. She went on TV, talk shows. She met the President of the United States at the time, accoladed with being the youngest self-made female millionaire. I think she was 24 or something at the time. And so she was found out, though, very quickly. As you would imagine, there was just nothing there, and these investors are asking questions, and she couldn't come up with the goods. So within a year, just a year. So in this year, she obviously became a millionaire. She was all over the TV. She got all these investors. I mean, this is a very shrewd young woman who's managed to do this in a very short space of time. But it all came tumbling down. She was rumbled. And apparently she went from being a millionaire to having nothing overnight. Like I say, she was charged and found guilty of the aforementioned charges. And now she's in prison. So she started prison sentence on the 30th of May 2023, so last year, and her business partner went down with her as well for a similar length of time. She's got kids now with a guy and all that, but she's, what's she going to do after this? I actually think she's going to come out of prison. She's probably going to do something like this again. And what's next? Yeah, I think somebody like this, they're not going to let a little thing like prison get in their way.
If you're that cunning.
Yeah.
And you know how much money you can make, you're going to do something.
I think while she's in prison, she's thinking up her next big thing. And it might be legitimate next time, who knows? I just think somebody like that who can, basically defraud all these people, pull the wool over their eyes very easily. She's going to be able to just come up with something else, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's clever. She's just applied it in the wrong way, hasn't she? So Elizabeth Holmes, I mean, that's an amazing amount of money. $6 billion.
But now I've not heard of that.
Year. Yeah, there you go. So, since the last episode, you and Mrs. G went to the Sexual Freedom Awards, didn't you? And unfortunately, we didn't win.
We did not.
If you follow us on social media, you would have heard that. But you had a lovely time, didn't you?
It was really good. And, we didn't win, but top 3 event in the country, it's boss. Yeah. So we're taking that as a win.
Absolutely. We need to share that news. I mean, top 3 in the country is amazing. I
mean, it would have been great to have a giant golden penis sitting there with wings.
Well, instead we've got cardboard penises stuck to the desk. All will become apparent very soon.
Yeah, but it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
She'd never been to Camden before, so we spent the day in Camden the day after. It was a bit rainy and miserable, so it wasn't the best day to experience Camden, but it was really good.
Still a nice day.
She spent a lot of money.
Oh, did she? Oh dear. And you can't help it in Camden.
I was on my best behaviour. I bought a t-shirt for one of the kids and some incense and stuff. Very well behaved.
So you bought yourself something?
Only incense.
That Pavo. Because you haven't got any incense at home.
I couldn't be asked carrying bags and stuff around. So.
No, true. I do love Camden. Every time I go down there, I take a lot of money with me because I can't help spending a lot of money in Camden. There's lots of really great shops. So we didn't win, but you had a great night. You made loads of connections. Didn't you? You both looked outstanding. You both had red outfits on brand.
We had to say ruby, didn't we?
Absolutely. You both looked stunning. And it was a nice little experience.
It was good. Yeah.
So you never know, this could be the start of other nominations and other awards and stuff.
Well, there is a podcast category.
Well, I wasn't going to say, but yes, there is. There's a podcast category, and kind of hoping Sexual Freedom Awards on the back of this year's nomination might nominate us.
Yeah.
And another one as well, but we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
So, a few little mentions to our Patreons. The Patreons are growing now week by week. So if you're not on Patreon, get over there because a nice little crowd of people. So hello to Erika, Suze, Bunny, Sally, Brian, Elisa and Lou. And a special hello to the OG 100 over on WhatsApp. They're a little bit nuts over there.
I'll be honest, I haven't been on it.
I think you've just silenced it for a while, didn't you?
Yeah.
Don't beat around the bush, just admit your site. Buttoned.
No, I mean, to be fair, every group on my phone is silenced, apart from like the important work ones.
Yeah.
But I always check in, but I haven't had the...
Yeah. They do
I
gab
haven't
a
had
lot.
the spoons just to...
They gab an awful lot about anything and everything.
It's like every time you look and there's like 300 notifications, I'm just like, yeah, no. I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, I know. But they're a really nice bunch of people, and for the OG 100 who will absolutely be watching this, it's been really lovely getting to know you all. I knew some of you a little bit beforehand. Some of you never met. And you're a really interesting bunch. And you're all getting along lovely, which is nice. There's been no fights and fallouts.
Just me and Ryan.
Yeah. Typical. But really, really nice bunch of people. So thank you for joining us on WhatsApp and taking part in the group. You're really lovely. So I'm going to enlighten why I've got dicks on the desk. It's not just me.
I thought it was just decoration.
Just new decoration. You thought the studio would decorate our
they're
desk
quite
with
cute,
dicks.
aren't they?
They've got little smiley faces on them, haven't they? I think they are cute.
Yeah.
They've got the
Hairy
same
balls,
face
though.
line. Not really hairy. Just sprigs.
They're going to prickle your chin.
So I have got some accessories to go with the dicks. Okay. Well, it's an accessory and other stuff.
Okay.
And it'll all become apparent. Because today I am going to be talking about the Japanese Penis Festival.
Okay.
You heard of this?
I was actually looking at different festivals to talk about,
Festivals and museums, I just love them. And if you're bored of me festivals and museums, just fast forward to Nance later.
Well, maybe don't.
Oh, okay.
Not this week.
It's one of them days, like the hive thing's gone, is it? Oh, okay. So, anyway. So, in keeping with the festival, I've got you a little something.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to get Calvin some as well, but...
This might hide me greys a little bit. I need my roots doing.
Nothing's going to hide my grey. That ship sailed. I think they're quite cute. And then later, a bit of stress relief. Little. Can you do that? No.
I'd eat that whole.
You'd inhale that, love.
And I'd be gone.
So, I've got some other bits and bobs. So, you feel peckish. I should have got a little bowl, but I haven't.
I've got a dick biscuit.
I'm sort of kind of organised. So these, I don't know if you, can you zoom in while we're actually filming or not?
I can.
You can zoom in afterwards, can't you?
Yeah. Hold it up and I'll zoom in.
Okay. Let me get a red one so you can... So, it's basically, it's a
Put
little...
your hand behind it and you'll be able to focus on the thing.
Like the makeup girls on YouTube.
Turn it side.
And then, look. It's got an erect penis.
Put it in front of your face.
Fuck off.
It's eye tracking.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought I'm actually eating something though. Hang on.
Just trying to trigger me.
I can just straighten his dick a little bit. No, I'm playing with it. I just keep going up, Calvin.
That was legit said when he got out of bed this morning.
Did you have a hard on like that? I mean, that angle.
Dead aggressive.
That angle.
No, that's on a squiff now, isn't it? What have you done to it?
So it's a Jellybaby, not a baby.
Jelly daddy.
And it's got a very big erect penis there. Can you see it?
You can.
Okay. I'm going to put that there. I've a fingered it. I'm going to pass them over to you.
You fingered the penis.
And just in case that's not enough, I've also got for your cup of tea. Isn't it cute?
It's even got a 6-pack.
A 6-pack and a peen.
That is a daddy, isn't it?
So, in case you feel peckish, feel free to indulge as well if you want, Calvin.
Oh, thank you.
I can
Do you want a dick in your mouth?
I can throw you the jelly over.
Throw me a dick.
Throw you the dick.
Yeah.
Throw me a dick.
I'm fingering it though. You ready?
I'm ready.
Open your mouth.
Hey, you caught it.
Jesus Christ.
It's a proper massive lob on.
Yeah.
You ever been jealous of a jelly?
Right now, yeah.
Okay. So we've got our cup of tea. I've also brought us some penis shortbread.
This is dead good. We should do this every week. I love shortbread.
I think we should just sit around the desk and eat stuff
Eat
and talk
dicks.
about it. Eat dick. I mean, we're very experienced. So there you go. So you can have a little dick.
Thanks.
There you go. So in case you didn't see it properly first time, it's a perfect little peen.
Mine's got a little bit of...
What? It's got a little what?
It's doing a little shump.
It's doing a little shump as yours, a little mini cum.
Little pre-cum.
So, God, they're really thick, aren't they? These are girthy.
That thick dick.
They're girthy. Now, okay, I'm not going to eat this at the same time as you because otherwise both of us are going to be unable to speak. Do they smell weird? Do they?
It smells a bit chemically.
It's not just the tea.
No.
Hang on. Don't know.
I
You
don't wanna
complaining
chew down
about
the
my
microphone.
fucking free biscuits. So, anyway, are they nice?
It's not bad.
Okay. Right, you only have to talk now because I'm going to bite the head off this penis.
Talk about the dick in
Is
my mouth.
Jacob's door open? No, he shut the door.
Go on, take a big bite. Take the whole head in your mouth.
All right, then.
Not bad, is it?
No, that's right. They're very thick.
They are.
Okay, so anyway, we're not here just to eat biscuits, unfortunately. I'm going to not make a mess. So we're talking about the Penis Festival in Japan. I am just going to be clearing crumbs out of my mouth while I'm talking. I'm really, really sorry. I'll just take a swig of tea, just try and wash it all down. So,
Gulp.
now, the reason why I was doing the Penis Festival today, not just because we like peen and biscuits, but Mel, one of our OG 100, and she's been with us from day one, made me a T-shirt.
She did.
And it had like dicks on the front. I think like fighting dicks, I think. They're
Flying dicks,
very flying dicks. Very big dicks like that. And then on the back, there's a collage of little dicks. And on the sleeves as well. Anyway, it's a great T-shirt. I was going to wear it today. But, as you all know, we're packing because we're going on holiday. And it's been packed away. I've got no idea where it is. So I've planned this episode based on the introducing this amazing T-shirt to the world that I can't find.
Honestly, all day yesterday she was messaging.
I can't find the
T-shirt.
T-shirt. I was really, really sweating on it. Anyway, I just don't know. So it's obviously being packed lovingly away with me stuff because I just don't know where it is.
So when you're unpacking, you'll find it.
Yeah.
And then you can wear it.
And then I can wear it, yeah. So anyway.
And you'll be like, remember episode 37?
So yeah, it'll be like episode like 200. I'm like, right, do you remember episode 37? We were wearing dicks on it. And eating peen live. Right, so this festival, before we run out of time, it's called the Shinto Kanemaru Matsuri. Now, Matsuri's come up before. I think Matsuri must be festival in Japanese because we've done other festivals before, Japanese festivals, and they were Matsuri as well. So putting two and two together there, feel free to correct me. So the Shinto Kanemaru Matsuri, otherwise known as the Festival of the Steel Phallus. I love Japanese, you know.
Steel phallus.
Honestly, every time I do a podcast, I go down a hole, as you know, and I normally end up in Japan.
I like the word phallus.
Phallus. I like phallic. Phallic. Imagine,
there's loads of interesting stuff from Japan, isn't it? It's like wacky and wonderful.
Yeah, and they don't care.
And up our street.
Yeah. It's funny because, you know, in some ways, I think that where sex is concerned in Japan, I still think there's a little bit of like reservation to a certain extent. And, you know, you just don't put it out there. Mm-hmm. But you've got all these like little subcultures who go nuts with it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't just do like dirty sex, they go fucking nuts. I mean, if you look at, okay, I'm not promoting that you should be looking at porn sites, but if you do,
we'll do it.
There's a lot of Japanese porn out there and it's wacky, man. Have you seen the big cummer guy, the heavy cummer?
No.
Okay, I'm going off on one, but we're talking dicks and Calvin's here and he's going to get embarrassed.
I am.
So, yeah, there's this guy and he's a really, really heavy cummer, and at first I thought he's just got like a little pump on the side and he's just like a foot pump go as he's coming. But no, it is actually him and it goes on and on. I'm like, dude, it's like he's having a piss, but it's not to come. Yeah, anyway.
Imagine the smell.
So this festival is a day-long festival and it takes place on the first Sunday of April every year. And it's at a shrine called the Kaneyama Shrine in Kawasaki, when Kawasaki is just a little bit south of Tokyo. You can get to it dead easy from Tokyo. So if you happen to be visiting Tokyo around the beginning of April, you need to go to this, just to say you've been. So this place is literally, people descend on this place from all over the world, and it attracts about 30,000 people now. At first, not many. 30,000 people, and 60% of those are tourists. So 40% are still Japanese. And they're here to pay homage to the dick. There's a bit more to it, and we are going to go into it, but before we go into the history... What do they do at this festival? They wear dicks on their heads like we do.
Like us.
They eat dicks on sticks. They ride giant dicks. They carry dick shrines through the street. They wear
like their favourite dicks or just a random dick?
What, the ones they carry through the street?
Yeah.
No, these are like proper dicks that come out every year. Like proper like statue-y dick things. I'm sure there's a word. It's not coming. It's not coming. Not yet, I'll work on it.
Try harder,
yeah. So literally people go penis mad for the day. There's peen everywhere, literally there's trees are carved into penises. It's literally nuts. And people are encouraged to dress in penis costume, or maybe Japanese traditional costume with a bit of a penis accessory. I mean, should you do that? Traditional Japanese costume's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. And then it's like sacrilege. Add a dick to it.
Put a dick on it.
They have like bananas shaped into penises with all sorts of things like dripping from them. It's just nuts. Everywhere you look, basically, people are sucking on dick. And they have rainbow dick as well. I'll go into that in a minute. So, it's very light-hearted, but it actually has got a backstory. And I love a little backstory to a crazy festival. And this dates back to the 17th century. And apparently there was a woman who had a demon possessor who was in love with her. And she basically spurned his advances. She wasn't interested. She said, sorry, mate, but I'm just not into demon dick.
Get out of me.
Just find somebody else to possess soz.
I quite like demon dick.
And the demon was not... You like a bit of demon dick? See what I
always pick the bad ones.
You like a bad demon dick, don't you? I mean, I'm sure you won't mind me saying this, but Sid often looks like he's going to kill somebody with his little serial killer stare. Something really hot about it, you know? It shouldn't be hot. I can't take you seriously, mate, because your dick's just doing that when you nod. So just a little bit of... But Sid is a good-looking guy. And
he's not bad.
On photos, because in real life he doesn't really do it. Oh, okay, occasionally he goes a little bit Manson looking. But on photos, it's just his MO now. He just does this like raised eyebrow and this look. It's like a smouldering look.
Really a serial killer.
And it just looks like he's going to rip your heart out.
Yeah. All wedding photos are like that, everything.
Yeah, she's not lying. He looks like a serial killer on them, but so hot.
Yeah.
There's just something about it. Anyway, so there was a reason why I went off. Yes, so there's a demon in this woman. Right. So she didn't. She said, no, don't fancy any demon dick. So out of spite, he possessed her vagina. And the next 2 people that she had sex with, he bit the dicks off, apparently. I'm sure it's not true, but stay with me.
Isn't there a film like that where the fanny's got teeth?
What fucking films do you watch?
It's called Teeth.
Yeah, see?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There's a film called Teeth and it's a vagina with teeth.
Yeah.
See, I joke about this. When gay men talk to me and they go, woman, I go, your vagina hasn't got teeth, you know. But it's actually a vagina with teeth.
Or possessed vaginas.
Has this got like 2 stars out of 10 or something? Was it really bad?
It's probably like 0.5 on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
Okay. Anyway, so this demon bit off penises with his teeth. And so this sort of tradition started because basically once the demon had bit off these peni, the poor guys needed a dick, basically, because they didn't have one anymore. And so this blacksmith basically created a steel phallus. And the woman would say to the guys, look, I know you've got a real peen, but just use this steel peen. Just otherwise the demon is going to bite your real one off. And we want to break the demon. So apparently the demon went to bite the penis and it was steel and broke all of its teeth and it was sad and stopped possessing her.
A sad demon. Okay, I'll leave now.
So the festival is off the back of this. And basically, this whole sort of tradition and story has been formed. And this shrine has been made in Kawasaki. And basically, since it was made in the 17th century, travellers stop at the shrine, give it blessings, and they eat, they sleep. It's like a resting stop. But also, it's a place where prostitutes might go. Of course. And they pray to this shrine, this dick shrine, for protection against STIs.
Wow.
Or you could just use a condom.
Or a steel condom.
Yeah. So there you go. So this shrine is, it's basically, it's just somewhere that prostitutes go and, try and get protection from STIs. And it's a resting stop. But nowadays, it's now got this affiliation with this dick festival. At first, the festival wasn't really very popular. It started in the 1800s and it waned off. But it was revitalised in the 1970s by a priest at the time. I was going to say his name, but I'm not going to have a go because I'll probably just destroy it, to be honest with you. And only a few people would attend at first, but over the last 4 decades, like I say, 30,000 people now descend on this festival.
Because people love the dick now.
I just think people just love a bit of wackiness, and because there's dick involved and you can just wear a dick and it's okay for a day and do all mad things with the dick in public, it's just, it's attracting all these people. But what's lovely about it, the festival now, even though it's enshrined in this mythological story, they use the festival now to do quite a lot of good. So it's very pro-LGBT. And they use the festival to raise awareness about safe sex practices and raise an awareness about HIV/AIDS. And they raise money at the festival in support of HIV/AIDS foundations. Also, they use the festival to raise awareness about fertility or infertility. Mm-hmm. And there's actually quite a lot of newlyweds that would go to the festival and pray to the shrine, asking for fertility and a happy marriage and stuff like that. But most people just go along to wear the dick. But there is this sort of backstory to it, so there is an actual worthwhile meaning to this and a reason. But most people just go just to, So basically, you are told to arrive really early in the morning because there's a parade that starts at 11:30 and they parade 3 penises on floats. It's like shrines. And I've got some pictures. So we're going to start looking at some pictures before we carry on. I'm just going to brush off my penis crumbs. Right, so Calvin, I'm going to tell you which ones to go for first.
Yep.
Just let me get my pictures up. We've got quite a lot of pictures. I might not show them all, actually. I've just seen the time. Shit. Okay, so first of all, let's just look at some dick memorabilia and stuff. So if you look at Dicks on Sticks 1, please. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, Calvin, for those who are listening and not watching, would you like to describe this picture?
It's disappeared. This is a picture of two Japanese women.
Yeah.
Both with a little dick drawn on their cheek.
Yeah. Very becoming.
Yeah, it's lovely. Chowing down on... Is it like a lolly?
I think it's a dick lolly ice.
Yeah.
But it's obviously phallic shaped and a little bit curvy. And it's got the brightest red bell end I've ever seen in my life.
Very, very impressive bell end.
I'd be a bit concerned that had some kind of
bit of
disease.
cream on that one.
Definitely need a bit of cream.
I imagine that the bell end is like a strawberry or a raspberry.
I'd like to think so.
A lemonade on the outside, perhaps.
Ooh, lemonade.
Yeah.
I think if it's not, you need to suggest that, Calvin. I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
That is the dicks on sticks. Now, we've also got, if you look at penis glasses, please, Calvin. So a lot of people walk around with this kind of thing, like what we've got on our head.
Dick nose.
There's just no shame, and people wear glasses with, and rather than a nose on the glasses, there's a dick, a very big penis. No shame whatsoever there. And then we also have people dressed up in penis attire. So first of all, Calvin, if we go to penis costume 1.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
I chose this one because it's like a little bit of a mashup.
Is that the right one?
No, we'll look at that one first.
It looks like an angry squid.
It looks like a very angry squid. So it's a guy in a pink, all-in-one, looks like a Zentai type outfit, and he's got headgear on, and it's basically a bell end and a little space for his face so we can see where he's going. I'm going to share all of these on Facebook.
Look at his karate chop. It's like me with the bukkake.
It is like you with the bukkake. Now, the first time I saw this, because I'm a little bit filthy, so the ridge of the peen at the top,
yeah,
I thought that had a little drip hanging from it, but it's just the light. I thought it was a bit of pre-cum dripping from the top of his peen. Sorry, Calvin. But it's not. It's just a light, I think. I don't think I'm...
Yeah.
Just yawn.
I did, sorry.
Fucking hell, Nance. Okay, can we go to the penis costume 1 now, please?
Yes. No.
Okay.
And 1 second. Yes.
Yep, there you go. So this one, for those who are listening and not watching, Calvin's having a little bit of trouble with that. Here we go. So somebody's had a good go at wearing traditional Japanese costume there, but they've put a penis headdress on, and it's a full penis headdress with a little tiny slit for eyes. But they've also got some kind of penis thing in their waistband. Is it like just a dildo for, if the mood takes me?
Oh, yeah.
See what I mean? I don't know. It's not tucked in the waistband. It hasn't got balls. So I'm thinking
it's like a weapon.
Looks like a lovely traditional carved dildo.
Yeah.
Looks lovely.
But I don't think I've ever seen Japanese costume with a carved dildo stuck into the waistband, Calvin.
I mean, it's a first for me.
I mean, it's
you never know when the moment's going to grab you.
I know, exactly that. All the dick around on the parade. I'll whip it out and just give myself a little go along with me dick. Anyway.
It's got a battery pack.
So there you go. They got a little go at the Japanese costume and they put a dick head on. So let's just go to the parade. So, Calvin, if we can go first of all, excuse me, to the pink penis worship graphic. So this is one of the 3 penises that are displayed in the parade. This one is called the Elizabeth Mikoshi. It says here it's an eccentric giant pink penis. No shit, man. And it's got, right, you can only see one ear, but looks like a little sperm on the side of it.
Looks like a toilet roll, like it's been
I think it is a toilet roll. So for those that are not watching, this penis, I'd say, is probably about 15 foot high.
Yeah.
Compared to the people next to it. And it's probably, I don't know, in circumference or width.
Girth.
That's all the way around though, isn't it? Width, I'd say it's probably about 6 foot.
Yeah.
It's bright pink. It's got rope just under the shaft, and it's got like this bit of toilet roll hanging from it. So either they've been giving the bell end a little bit of a wipe after a bit of a messy piss, or they've come and there's a little bit of sperm and the toilet roll is representing the sperm.
What's the willy equivalent of fanny fatty?
Willy fatty, I suppose. Don't know. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, this particular penis, though, it's donated by a transvestite club. And I think I've got it, yeah. Pink dick float is the graphic, please. Mm-hmm. And so this transvestite club donate this thing every year. And all the transvestites dress up, look, in like pink. They're like pink ladies. And they carry this float. See the toilet roll's still hanging off it.
Yeah.
But there's a kid right next to this penis.
It's quite realistic looking, isn't it? Down the front with that little...
With the little stringy
whatever
bit.
that is, the vein or whatever.
It's a string, isn't it? What's that called, Calvin?
A what?
Is that your banjo?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what's the real word for it? The banjo string?
Is it frenulum?
Ah, that's the one. Well done, fucking hell.
Thank you.
Let's see what happens when he's not hungover.
I understand sex through a very biology-based...
I like biology, that's fine. Yeah. Because he snapped that, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, they carry this through the street. Now, I've just got one more, and it's all 3 dicks. If you look up Penis Parade, please. Mm-hmm. So there's 2 other dicks, and there's one called the Dai Mikoshi, and that's translated to the Big Makoshi, and it's the oldest of the 3. And it's carried in like a square-shaped boat thing with a roof. It shelters it, basically. You can't see it very well
like
on
a little
there.
pergola.
Yeah.
It's got a toilet roll too.
So there's a wooden one, and then there's the Funi Mikoshi, and this is a black iron penis, and this is the one that basically represents the festival, because if you remember rightly, the name of the festival translates to steel phallus.
Yeah.
So these 3 peni are paraded through the streets of Kawasaki to the shrine of... I can't remember. Kanawawa. I don't know. Sorry, that wasn't nice.
Kanawawa.
Wawa. It's there somewhere. Kanamura. Sorry to the Japanese people out there. And then they go to this square where the shrine is, and there's festivals, there's bands going on, there's like little orchestras, little pop-up orchestras, pop-up bands, there's like market stalls selling all sorts of stuff, there's people wearing peens everywhere. It's a bit boozy, apparently, as well, and it gets very adult. Now, if you take your filters off your Google and you put in a penis festival, it goes from this kind of innocent peen stuff to what people really get up to at this penis festival. And you were doing it before.
Wild.
I know, but you were doing the same thing before, and I couldn't take you seriously. It gets a bit triple X behind the scenes, but we're not going to talk about that. But the festival organisers do say that they want visitors to embrace the vibe, and they encourage people to go nuts with the phallic stuff. But they do say, but because there's dick everywhere, it's not really suitable for children. So I am going to show you one final picture. Yes.
Child on the dad's shoulders.
Can you please show the final picture? And that is called Kid Riding a Dick. For fuck's sake, Nance. Right? There is another picture, and it's a lady riding a dick.
I thought that was hairy then, but that's someone's head.
It's somebody's head, yeah. So basically, there's other pictures, and there's women provocatively riding this like it's one of them bulls. Yeah?
You would.
That's what I'd do.
I would.
There you go. Well, she's not provocatively riding it. She's just posing on the dick. But there's lots of other pictures out there. And then there's one of a kid. And like the kid's about 18 months old, and you're putting on a giant dick to get a photo for Facebook. You fucking wrong'uns. What is wrong? Look, the kid is distressed. The kid's like, why are you putting me on this thing that looks like my dad's willy?
Holding on to the foreskin.
Oh my God, she's riding the foreskin. She's literally holding on to the foreskin. Oh, she's not amused. She's not amused, is she? It's not right.
Maybe she's just got resting bitch face like me.
Maybe.
She might be having a lovely time, you never know.
So yeah, so don't take your kids, is all they can say. I mean, they do, obviously, some people do, but it's with guidance. You know, they don't really recommend you take your children.
Yeah, I suppose if they're young enough, like she's probably got no fucking idea what's going on, but...
No. But, you know...
if they're old enough to ask questions and be like, whoa, that's weird.
But that picture's on the internet, you know, and
their whole life.
There's other people looking for this festival for other reasons, and then there's a kid on a dick. So I love the idea of this festival. I just think it's really fun. And the more I am reading about the Japanese culture and all the different festivals and traditions they have, one, I think you're all mad as a box of frogs. And two, you're all absolutely amazing, because you just, if you're that way inclined, just don't give a fuck. And I love that.
Yeah.
You make a festival out of anything, guys. And I love that.
So I've got a question.
Oh, fuck. Come on.
This picture's named Kid Riding a Dick. Have you emailed that?
Yeah.
You know, you're getting flashed up somewhere by the cyber police going, shit.
I know, but they'll read the rest of my email and they'll see the context. It'll be fine.
I've changed it.
It'll be fine. You're honest.
Oh, he's changed it? Because that was quick.
Asterisks.
Okay, thank you.
That's for the podcast studio benefit.
Yeah, I'll have to change it on mine, won't I? If anybody breaks into my laptop, they're going to get a shock. So, I think award goes to Penis Festival just to eat a lot of peen, to ride a lot of peen, to hug and touch a lot of peen, and to get a lot of pictures by the peen. Yeah. Would you go to the Penis Festival, Calvin?
I'd give it a go.
Would you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
You know, Dylan speaks Japanese.
Fuck off, does he?
I know, yeah.
You're a skilled bunch, really, aren't you?
Do you know what? Every week I learn something new about you guys. I believe you're like a top-notch guitarist in a boss band.
I am.
You were playing the Camp and Furnace recently.
Yeah.
Right, give us a plug. What's your band called?
We're called Flint, F-L-Y-N-T.
Flint. And it's a rock band, isn't it?
It's an indie pop band.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a rock band.
Right up my street.
Okay. And have you got stuff out there?
Yeah, loads of stuff.
On Spotify and all that?
YouTube, Apple Music, F-L-Y-N-T.
And would you like to play in our venue?
Absolutely.
Now that you've been to the venue,
100%.
you can see that you're not going to get lynched and... I was going to say a naughty word then.
It was delightful.
Delightful. Okay, it's not
right,
often the word.
Chat.
Delightful.
Yeah, email me. But
so Flint and you're indie.
Soft. Yeah. Indie pop.
Indie pop.
Calvin's always soft.
Ah. But do you know what? Honestly, we were told recently that you're like a really, really boss guitarist. So when they said you're in Camp and Furnace, I'm like, that's like a proper venue.
It is a proper venue. I play
proper
bass.
Band?
I'm not a guitarist. I'm not a real guitarist.
No. You might not know this, but I've been in bands and orchestras over the years. And actually, bass and the drums are really important because you're keeping it going. Everyone's listening along to the bass.
Most important part.
So I know that. And
MVP.
actually, you know, some of the bass lines in some of the songs out there are iconic, mate. You could be an iconic bass player in the future if you're not already.
I hope to be.
Oh,
I do hope to
I
be.
love that. Right, so going back to Japanese speaking Dylan.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Do you know what? I won't tell him that I've told you. And next time you're in, plan some spring something on him.
I'd like to think that Dylan watches our episodes and he's not here because he gets FOMO.
I'll try and keep it.
What else is he going to do? It's all about us, you know.
Anyway, right, need to do a quick middle bit, don't we? We're going to run on, Calvin.
Yep.
Because we already have.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much out of time. I can save this bit, so we can do a middle bit.
Okay, do you mind?
No.
Because it's quite funny.
Yeah.
We need to exchange our headgear.
Okay.
I might give this one to Calvin.
I might wear this to go home.
Yeah, feel
I'm
free.
trying to drive my little Mini with the roof down.
I'd be like that on the roof. Oh, yeah, the roof down. Get you. Would you like some dick boppers?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Imagine I forgot and went to the
if
school.
I break a dick throwing this. One.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, there you go. We've established that I'm a shit throw, which isn't good for what we're going to do in our middle bit.
Oh, are you throwing shit at me head? We haven't done this for a while.
I'm having the pink one. So you put it on your head. Wrong way. Like that.
It's a fucking monkey.
That's it. Why have you had to undo it? You got a big head.
Yeah.
It's
And it was all
elasticated.
twisted.
Okay. Right, so for those who aren't watching, Calvin, you look amazing, mate. Look at him. I'm going to get a picture before we go. Right, so for those who are not watching, Nance and I have now got a dick on our forehead.
Is it giving me wrinkles?
Nothing's going to give your forehead wrinkles, mate. There's way too much Botox in there. Right, and we've got multicoloured hoops. And now I'm going to move my tea out the way. Right, and we're going to try and throw these. There's something ringing in the background. I can hear something. Anyway,
Jacob.
You ready?
Go. How did you get that black eye on?
Well, it's like this.
My boss attacked me.
I'm going to shut my eyes. I'll wear glasses. Nance.
That was fucking miles away, sorry.
That was like a foot away from me.
My hands are dead clammy.
This is really hard. Go on.
I feel like I need to be... Can I stand up?
Oh, okay. You're taking this very seriously.
Oh.
Right, go on.
Oh, that was dead close.
Hey! Right.
Oh.
Oh. Right, so you got one.
I got one.
Okay. Right, you ready?
Go.
I feel like I want to stand up myself
Go on
now.
then.
You got an unfair advantage there. Right, you ready?
Should just close my eyes and hope for the best. That was a clunk.
I am not too bad at this one.
Quite intimidated this, you know. Glad I've got glasses on.
Hey! Hey, we've got a green one.
One each.
One each. Nice.
There we go.
Oh, that was fun. I had a little go with that after the
This
after
is
the
why
podcast.
people need to watch, though.
Yeah. So if you're not watching at the moment, we've still got... I've just seen us in the camera. Nancy. Have you seen how fucking
That's okay.
stupid we look, mate? So we've both got these dicks and we've both now got a green ring.
Ew.
Oh. Tablets for that.
Nancy is now taking a photograph of herself. There we go. We just posed for selfies. Right. So I'm going to take my dick off because... do you know what? I'm just going to do a very quick fetish factoid.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm
just keep
going
it?
to take my dick off because it's not a serious one, but, you know, it's a fetish factoid. Okay. So, I don't know whether Calvin knows this, but at the end of every episode, we do a little fetish factoid.
I do know.
Quickie. Do you know the origin of masochism, Nance?
The origin?
Yeah,
No.
the word masochism. No.
No.
Okay. Now, you would have heard of the book that this comes from. And I did know this, but most people don't. So the word masochism actually comes from somebody's name. Hang on.
So, like the first masochist?
Have you heard of Venus and Furs?
No.
Okay. Venus and Furs is a BDSM book and it was written in the 1800s at some point. I can't remember exactly when. I should know. And compared to what you see out there now, it's quite mild. But at the time, it was so edgy.
Yeah.
And it was all about dominant women and the cruelty, basically, they can impose on submissive men. So at the time, it was like, wow, shocking. And this psychiatrist called Richard von Krafft-Ebing, you heard that name?
I heard that name.
In 1883, basically penned masochism based on this book because the author of the book was called Leopold von Sacher-Masoch. Okay, so masochism actually comes from this author's name.
Wow.
Because the book at the time was just so edgy. So I have actually got a copy of the book. This is a newer copy, Venus and Furs, and this is a graphic novel. And so it's the original wording. Oh yeah, first published in 1870, it says on the back. But the graphics are much more recent and they've been done by an amazing artist called Sardax. I know Sardax, and this has been signed by Sardax in the front. It's my personal copy. And there's some amazing illustrations in here. Now, the reason why I've brought this is because, like I said, I know Sardax, and I mean, as you can see from the front cover, that is the level, the standard
Lovely.
of artwork that is throughout this book. It's just amazing, and the story's really, really good. However, Sardax, is it a picture of me?
Is this the one in the club?
Yeah. So, Calvin, there's a picture of me. It says Lady C. Sardax in the graphics bit.
Did you spot this when you were in the club?
It's actually on the wall in the club. There you go.
I don't think I did, you know.
So this is now 11 years old, and it was taken from... I did a photo shoot in a catsuit, and I did look just like that.
Look at your bum.
I couldn't wear the boots. I literally just stood up in them to the photograph and took them off. It was terrible. And the person in front is supposed to be my ex-submissive who did actually wear sissy attire like that quite a lot. And basically he wanted to get this commissioned for me. And we chatted to Sardax at the time, communicates a lot of what we wanted in it. And he basically wanted to stand in the picture in his submissive mode with a mirror held up to me so I could see what he sees in me as a submissive. Yeah. So for those who aren't watching, it's me in a catsuit with big boots. And in front of me is a very elegant sissy submissive holding a giant mirror up in front of his face. And you can see my face reflected in it. And he had this done because I think at the time I was a little bit insecure, as a lot of us are, as dames. We question ourselves. We hadn't long took on the club. It'd been a couple of years and my life was just a bit upside down. And he obviously thought a lot of me. And he said, look, you need to see what I see. And that's just where it all sort of came from, really. And I absolutely love it. And obviously he's not here anymore. So I do treasure that photo, or that picture a lot. And it's just extra special because it's been done by Zardax, who's such a famous artist, and he signed it as well. And if you go on the Zardax website, you can see all of the artwork he's done of different mistresses around the world, and I'm on there. I think I'm actually called Lady Caroline on there, my full title though, rather than Lady C. So there you go. That's our little fetish factoid. It's a nice one because we've had far too much like bum stuff lately on the fetish factoid.
A lot of bum stuff.
People keep sending me shit. Literally, like, shit.
Don't send shit in the post.
Crochet shit, all kinds of shit. So there we go. I thought it was a nice little fetish factoid today.
I do love that picture.
We need to finish because I want to get a picture of Calvin and his boppers. And we need to let him have a little go at throwing hoops around our cocks as well. So, if you are binge watching, put the kettle on. We'll see you in 5. If not, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the Curators of Chaos. Thanks for dropping by. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Pad to Sell podcast with your friends. Don't forget, give us a follow on our socials. Maybe leave us some 5-star reviews. And feel free to send us an email to medic@the-Pad-to-Sell-podcast. Or even interact with us on Facebook, Insta and our other socials. Because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.